Okie dokie, guys. This is episode 4, the channel The Princess and the Dad. As you can see, those are Disney pencils from the year 2000 when I had originally went with my parents to Walt Disney World. That was an amazing vacation. I can't tell you that I have not forgotten one day of that vacation. So today we'll be going over how to get the most out of Genie Plus for Epcot. Now, we're going to start with the big ride at Epcot. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Fair warning, if you have a weak stomach, this is probably not the ride for you. The carts actually spin in place as it's going. Not feeling the greatest after the ride is done. Now, I bring that up first because it's the most popular. You cannot get it with the Genie Plus. You must purchase the ILL for it or wait in line. And let me tell you what, that line gets long. Now, let's go to the top priority ones. We got Test Track, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, and Frozen Ever After. Now, you're going to want to jump on these, especially Test Track. The line gets very, very long out the door, and almost, I've seen it where it could reach to Space 220. Definitely book those as soon as you can. Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Line gets crazy. Even the Genie Plus line, I've seen it very long. So you're going to want to jump on this one. Because as I said before, you might go to book something else, and you try to book it again, and it's 9-10 hours from the time that it had shown. Or, yeah, 9-10 hours. Or even later in some cases. Frozen Ever After is a fun ride. Obviously, it's a very popular movie. Everybody loves it. You're gonna want to focus on booking this one, especially if you have little ones that love this movie. I know for one thing, my daughter really enjoyed this ride, and we will be going on it again, as a matter of fact, this upcoming April. We are super excited. The next we're going to get into, the next tier rather, we're going to be going on Mission Space. Look out for this one, that's all I'm going to say. Mission Space. Orange is the one, the more serious one. You go to Mars, I believe. I did both. And green, I believe you just go around the moon. What a... wow. I mean, if you want to feel 2.5 G's, that's what you're going to get with Mission Space Orange. Again, if you have a weak stomach, you might want to steer away from this one, or you can just, pull up your britches and just do it, just to say you did it. But it's a very neat design, but it gets crazy. Next, we're going to Soarin. Unfortunately, if you're listening to this and you have not done Soarin yet, they did do Soarin' over California for a short time, and then they had put it back to the Soarin' over the world. Unfortunately, I missed that. It is a very, very, very fun ride. Very interesting how they designed the ride. It's very, it's cool. It's definitely something you should experience. So that's probably, phase 2 of the rides that you should prioritize. Now we're going to go into phase 3. We got Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival. Folks, you can use your Genie Plus if you want to, but don't be shaking your boots over it. Journey into Imagination with Figment. I very rarely ever seen a line at this attraction. Living with the Land, very, you can say it's popular, but I've never seen really a line know, the line was so short, I didn't even use my Genie Plus for it last time I was there. Spaceship Earth, really don't have to worry about it. That can be last on your prioritized list, meaning you're not going to miss it. So if you have something booked for in 2 hours, you can really fill up the day with those. Let's say test track at 10 a.m. and then you have Remy's at 1. Well, after test track, you can do some of those. And then if you stay on site, that's even better. Now, what I have done personally with my daughter, let's say we don't have anything booked to eat, jump on the Skyliner or bus, go back to the resort, eat lunch, maybe lay down for 30 minutes, I don't know. And then you get up, you go back on the bus or the Skyliner back to the park. Keep in mind the Skyliner the only parks it connects to are Epcot and Hollywood Studios. So let's say you go home, take a break, and by the time you get back to the park, you'll have a ride waiting on you, and that's the best way to do it. Getting the most out of your money. Yes, guys, Walt Disney World is an expensive vacation. I'm not going to lie to you. The prices are going up. However, and yes, it does require a little research. If you're listening to this video, you're doing the right thing. Get the most out of your money. If you go there blind and you don't want to do it, of course it's going to be a long day, because the rides, sometimes the lines are for hours. But if you do it correctly, you can have fun and not be miserable. Do every attraction in a day. They used to, I mean, when I was younger, I thought that was an impossible feat. Yes, they have removed attractions, which, you know, unfortunately that's what happens. However, you can do a park per day with the Genie Plus. That's what it affords you to do. It's an amazing service. Oh yeah, and let's not forget about the Seas, the Nemo ride, and Turtle Talk with Crush. I've seen, I'm gonna move Nemo back into the second bracket, because you know what, I've seen some long lines for that, especially with Genie Plus. So, well folks, that sums up episode 4. I hope you had gotten yourself some tips. Feel free to comment any questions, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. I consider myself a Disney park wizard, not only in the historical manner, but with also planning it. And I want to reiterate again, helping you get the most of your money at Walt Disney World. It's expensive, but it's possible. It is very possible. Have a good night, folks.